destined for alone with no people around. Maybe an empty town. What good's a lock on your door when you're the only house on the road type stuff? Maybe my tight stuff was a tight rough that I walked on all by myself. So maybe y'all should go fuck yourself to oblivion codes. And ate on his bark with me on my rock, because then you would know the mummy with rock was the gauze he was up where the pyramid was. Maybe that drug had breath that could fringe and sting your skin. If it did, I inferno your ass with my coulda sins that I did. Bow. We're dying. It's a fine time to dynamite rhyme. Hits that strike like the lightning from above that would give you a touch. Make you feel love, that glittery stuff. Now that's the stuff I'm talking about. Maybe I'll just bust a bubble and make it pop. Y'all fucking suck, your esophagus I plug with a cork from a bottle that's tough, because then you would've known how it felt type stuff. I'm the ball that drops on all of your New Year's as it comes, but that's a single song, that's a single syllable, you silly fucks, figure it out. Boom. But you can't, and the octopus won't help you with the suction cups. The sucks enough. Y'all need those teeth that sharp to suck it out. Maybe the blood will drop at one of these talks that I would have given or taught with an ED on the box. So why don't you get the education you want? The ring that spins to all this shit, it was just drenched, now dry from this. So won't you get the insides of the citrus has forgiveness? Because the sun was lit and some more of this. It's a banquet din, so get your fill and then loosen your belt just a bit. Wow. Holy Ghost that flow from door to knock to see if you're home, and then he's gonna hug. No, maybe an hour or so. I clear my throat with some more of this. Blood will drip on the floor with more from Monday was rope with all of the elbow grease that we got in each arm, of course. And then the armory was this talk that I'm talking about, because then I could have worn a tux or maybe pulls one from out the closet. Who knows? The armorer's clothes. The armorer. No, the armorer. Oh, that's the French. Why, yes, of course. It's TWA. Block off letters as best, dog, because then that was the best, dog. When the stars saw this just where my head was, up my butt. Maybe it's up in the clouds and I'm tall like a bean that someone grew to be making a star. Maybe that's what Mario's talking about when he's dancing on top. These the bee's knees, the toast of the tone. I paint it red with my flows that I growl, because then I'm a dog all alone. The dog that I thought that I was. Maybe y'all dogs go to heaven or hell. I've never seen a cartoon made into a movie at all. So what's going on? What's going on with flowing on? Flow a boat of flow like oak was carved and chose to make a show. It's like a turtle's home. No, that's what we float upon. That's when we float a poem. It's like we wanted to arc like a rainbow would to find a pot of gold. But what if that's the leprechaun's home? Or what he chose to buy one of those, and then I would have been bright with this that I said, because just the brightness could stop your glass, be stopped in its tracks. I would retract the last that I said that made you that pissed. I'm a magnet that push motherfucks away, and that's just the way that it is. Dragging up, motherfucker. I flap my what I got on my buck till I'm up from the ground, because then y'all could have saw me for the magic I was. Magical soul, that means so much more. Mine is worth all and a little bit more. So why don't you go to the store, UPC code, right where the leg would have been in the back, and then I bust with my bed that I had because I can't. I'm Casper, dawg, fucking casting these nets, and I'm casting tricks that I call magic in the front, but I left it on because sometimes it offends. And sometimes y'all need to touch the electrified fence, and that sometimes is all the time, bitch. Boom. Fuck y'all. So the distress code was distressful at all, and then I make this code, this phone. So won't I itch a little hole in the wall? That's where the pigeon could make his home. He's just pitching the tent for a wall. He's laying some eggs to see if they grow, but they'll have to hatch first, and that's an omelet. Just kidding. I like pigeons. They never did me wrong. They never crossed like the oars on the road. So why don't you go fuck yourself or jump off something tall? You tell the jokes. You couldn't have said it any other way, dog. I wish you wouldn't have said it. And then I'm living to sit it on. Dreamy eyes of mine would see past thine all the time. I'm the vines and the bricks with hinds of mines, and then on tiger stripes. So won't you hops the cord or hops the train or get run over by one? You'd have to get hit in the front for it to actually take effect and do job. Then I could tell a bunch of them cuckoo clock jokes. No, those are knocks and does. That's not where the clock would go. You're so awkward, bro. You're like something that hasn't happened before and will never happen again type stuff, and I'm sure. And that's why I love myself more than all. And I'm not arrogant at all. No. Because I care about people. A little Mad Hatter, yes. If the little was big, and then I'm just whittling this that I found. It's like a stick and in the forest again, foraging for more of this that calls me the grin, because I'm the Grinch, just slithering in all the presents and gifts I'll get in my bag. Maybe my flows was gold because they mold and gold, bro. You can't mold the gold like you know how to mold the gold when it's moldable gold. Maybe yo just need to check the crystal ball to know. Maybe you're bold on those. So here's some follicles. I hope that help you all. TWA's a fucking shit, bitch. It's fucking right. Lemon, lime, rose, and thyme for the time. That's herb. So mix it in, and then the spoon it we get, and then yo, fall in love. I sing it like this. I'm just a seamstress, and it seems this flow is in distress in this sentence I'm in. So I sense that shit, I'm the sensei that lives just to put your senses to death, because all of your sixth sense would get life again if I choose this. If I make a knot in my head, I may nod your head on the Nautica, bitch, because then I'm on a boat that was big. Boom! Just bust my shit. Boom! TW.